Hey, this is Kelly.
Man, this is Sue.
And?
You say the next one. You say, welcome to Front Porch.
Front Porch.
We're friends and neighbors gathered to have a drink and a laugh. Well, we are already having a laugh. And to figure out how to solve
all the problems
of the world. Oh, my God.
One day.
Oh, listen, and I thought we had made technological advances here.
We have made technological advances.
Technological. Said the scientist across the room.
It's so hot out there right now. My brain is just like sludge.
Oh, but you know what will help that? Sitting on the porch under a fan, which we did yesterday.
Very nice.
Yeah. And we made a little video. And by the time this show gets put up on the pod apparatus,
The pod apparatus.
You know, anyway.
Wherever you get your pod.
Wherever you get your pod. I mean, I'm going to Michigan. So, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
there you go.
Okay. What are we drinking today?
I'm having a cold Miller Lite. Came right out of your refrigerator.
And I'm having the dregs of your Miller Lite that came out of your refrigerator 12 hours ago. Thank you. It's really warm.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you? Oh, you're doing the Ohio State University.
Yeah. So my huggy today, Krista LaPearl, if you're listening.
Hi, Krista.
Hey, Krista. I got my Ohio State University.
As though there were an Ohio State. There ain't.
There is not. It would have been it would have to be Ann.
It would have to be Ann, but
which wouldn't make sense.
Ann Ohio State. It's just one of many. It's one of the things about articles. A little diversion here about articles. The is a definite article. A and Ann are indefinite articles. Okay.
So anyway, with this, it's actually from the College of Vet Med. I got a lot of friends up there. So
all right.
Thanks for the huggy, guys.
Hey, and thanks for all the veterinary medicine.
That's right.
All right. We got the drinks out of the way. Neighborhood notes.
All right. You want to go first?
Sure. Daisy is taking acupuncture. Our arthritic old baby, Daisy.
I love that.
And she seems to be doing well. I will report when we do the next show about how it's working, but she's doing also, and I know you can relate. I have given up trying to de-weed.
Oh my gosh. You know, I was looking at the show notes and I'm like, you're giving up weed. You'll smoke pot. Anyway.
I'm giving up weeding my garden. I have hired people to come and do it by hand because it's the only way you're going to get them out. You know? And I don't want to use the things that make bees go. Yeah.
Well, I think bees going has to do with losing the plants themselves, not
Well,
not the glyphosate. Anyway, that's a whole nother show.
We could do a show.
We could do a show
with beekeepers.
Exactly. But I really appreciate the fact that you're getting your weeds done.
Yeah. If I have any left over, roll me up and smoke me when I go on.
Exactly. Oh. I was worried somebody's going to call codes on you too. It was starting to,
Yeah. We could just be a nature. We'll call it a habitat. We'll get a special license.
A habitat. Yeah. That's perfect. Speaking of weeds, my power went out day before.
A couple days
ago. Well, I think it was Friday. It was Thursday or Friday. Anyway, I was sitting in my house and I heard this boom really loud. And I'm like, that sounded like a transformer. And I didn't hear your generator. My power went off. I did not hear your home generator come on. And I'm like, that just might be just me. And I was texting my neighbors and everybody's like, yeah, no, we're good. So it was just my transformer blew. And big shout out to NES. We've had a couple power outages lately and they're on the ball, man. NES is awesome. They get out here and get it fixed. But
Nashville Electric Service, for those of you who aren't, in the vicinity.
Yeah, they're great. But anyway, so I was the only person affected by this. So I was.
That transformer hates you.
It wasn't a transformer.
It wasn't.
It was a transformer, but it wasn't because it hated me. Oh. But I was just kind of carrying on with this thought, though. It was just me. I was the only customer affected. And literally they were out within just a little over an hour and they were already out there and fixing it.
Wow.
And the problem, speaking of weeds, is that I have between me and my other neighbor, I let the kind of underbrush grow up and there's these wild they don't make grapes, but they're kind of a grapevine weed. And they had grown up the guide wire, and they had grown into the transformer, and that's what made the transformer blow.
Up.
Is the
Didn't like the
vines
weeds.
had grown into it.
You're kidding.
Yeah. I guess, plants grow a little bit every day. So I guess that vine had just grew right in just at that moment. And
Horticultural tips.
keep the vines off of your transformer.
Keep the vines off your transformer. If you learn nothing else from this show today, you can walk away feeling enriched.
Exactly.
Lord knows I do. Oh, mailbag?
Mailbag. What have you got?
I've got nothing because, and here's the secret, because I'm going away and you're going away.
I'm going away first.
We're kind of taping this show a little early and recording this show. There is no tape anymore. We're recording this show a little early and we did all the good mailbag stuff. Oh no. Somebody wrote me with a woohoo when they saw the video of you driving the front porch AF limo on Facebook. Yeah. So we did get a woohoo. You got a woohoo. I got nothing.
Yeah, I like the woohoos.
That's just a little too much information for me. Piper's not here. Just keep it to yourself.
All right.
Keep it to yourself.
All right.
What do we got? Oh my gosh. Are we all ready to the theme?
I think we are. I think it's time. What is our theme today, Sue? This is your show. What have you got?
Getting older ain't for wimps. That's what our theme is today.
Okay.
And because I am officially old, I will be leading the discussion.
I appreciate that, but how do you define old?
Anything after about 21.
Okay. I think I have a different cut point, but.
Well, you're getting old. Who is not being busy born is busy dying.
That's right.
The minute you pop out, you're on your way to bye-bye land.
I will interject here and say that if your age is a number that would make you turn the air conditioner on, that would make you officially old.
Mark, let me remind you, you're talking to menopausal women here.
I was going to say.
So we're talking 33? Oh, it's been Celsius. Anyway, that was Mark, our audio guru, weighing in.
I think it's an interesting concept because I subscribe to the concept and the theory that you're as old as you feel.
Exactly.
In your mind.
Well, we went out and we thought we would like to listen to what people really think about what's the worst part about getting older and what's the best part about getting older. And then we're going to talk about that. But I thought, so we went around and we talked to a lot of folks.
We did.
Yeah. And maybe let's listen to some of them.
The worst thing about getting older is losing people who have been loved ones.
The few minor physical limitations I'm noticing.
Knowing all of the mistakes that I made and
that my parents are getting older too.
I realize I'm getting closer to the end than the beginning.
The anxiety of life kicking in.
Looking more and more like my Omi.
Well, chin hair.
My sore back.
Sometimes some joints are stiffer than others.
And all of a sudden feeling a lot of pain in your back.
My knees and my lower back.
Watching my parents age and worrying about them.
Joint pain and the loss of our loved ones.
People take you seriously.
The worst thing about getting old is getting old.
And the best thing about getting older is all of the wisdom that I couldn't have accumulated in my 20s.
Watching the younger generation grow up and become amazing adults.
And me knowing now the right thing to do.
I am finally able to make decisions to do things that I want to do.
Having a better idea of who you are as a person.
Not giving a shit about what other people think.
Watching my baby girls grow.
Is having the wisdom to know the difference between what's real in life and what's not real.
My growing alcohol tolerance.
The wisdom that I'm noticing also
is I really stopped giving a fuck about what people think about me.
Actually having all the cool guitars and amps that I wanted.
Not worrying so much about what other people think.
And prioritizing what is truly important to us.
Is that people take you seriously.
The best thing about getting older is I got nothing to lose.
Cheers!
Well, you can hear the longer clips from everybody on the website, and we'll be posting it. But what did you think?
I love it. That was fun to hear what people had to say.
Yeah. And really, really provocative. It actually made me rethink what I'm going to tell you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I did hear a common theme in there, though.
Yeah, a couple
Joints.
of them. Joint pain. Joint pain, a lot of bodily pain.
Pain, yeah.
Yeah, now I guess it's the time to turn but wait, hold on. I forgot. Guess because the people asked for it. Dun, dun, dun. When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now, will you still be sending me a Valentine birthday greeting bottle of
wine.
Miller Lite? So anyway, yeah. So stop. Kelly.
Yes.
What's the worst thing about getting older for you? And then what's the best thing about getting older for you?
Well, for me, the worst thing about getting older is my vision. I've had progressives for a while, probably 10 years now, but like I can't use those when I'm at my computer. So I have a pair of glasses that I wear when I'm like walking around looking distant. And then I have a pair of glasses that I put on when at my computer, and then I have my prescription sunglasses. And so and then if I have my prescription sunglasses on and I get out, and let's say I'm going into D's and say, hey to everybody, well, I can't see you if I don't have my glasses on. And if I leave my regular glasses in the car, then I'm at D's sitting there looking like I'm trying to be a rock star or something.
with your sunglasses on.
My sunglasses on. And I think, that's what I struggle with that every day.
Wow. Well, then what is the best part about getting older? Because you are 54. We've already established this, which to me is still a child. But
I feel that way sometimes too. Actually, I kind of have two things.
Oh,
I mean, like number one, I kind of have like a kind of real serious thing of the older I get and the more experiences I have, the more open my mind gets, and the more I deconstruct a lot of my internal biases and things that I grew up with. Like, oh, it should be this way, and it has to be this way, and I've become more and more very open to like. Things can be a lot of different ways. And I think that's probably for me the coolest part about getting older is being able to kind of just really open my mind because of lots of crazy experiences I've had with watching other people have experiences and then doing a lot of crazy shit myself that went sometimes good and sometimes not good, right?
Yeah.
But one of the best things about growing old, though, is embracing the fanny pack. I love my fanny pack.
I'm still not there. I have somebody. Okay, we're going to let you go crazy. If you want to, you just sound effect away, young man. You just, he's 10 years younger than me. So
that's right. You're a cougar.
Yeah, I am a cougar. I robbed the cradle.
All right. But so you've been thinking about this. What are your things?
I had thought that the worst thing about getting older would be the betrayal of my body, and that the best thing about getting older was not giving a rat's ass.
Yeah.
By the way, those comments that you heard were from people from like 29 to almost 70. So, I mean, there's a wide range there. The closer the people got to 70, the more the answers were in don't give a rat's ass territory.
Right, yeah.
But I changed and I really, 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 really thought about it. And I thought the worst part about getting older, and because I'm 77, the people who share my memories of making me who I am are leaving. They're dropping like flies. And last week, as I was putting together the show, just got word that one of my oldest friends had no idea. 4 weeks, cancer, and she was gone.
Oh, God.
75. you know, and which is way too young.
Way too young.
But she was one of the people, you know, I tell stories about the 60s and the 70s. She was one of the people who could corroborate some of this stuff. And also, you know, when your parents, you know, when both parents are gone and somebody said a long time ago to me, you are not an adult until both of your parents are gone.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I understand because you have no safety net. You have no place to go.
Yeah.
That they have to take you in.
Interesting way to think about it.
You know, and I mean, yes, I love my husband, but that's not the same as a parent. And that to me, watching that, when my dad died, he was 94. 94. He had no friends left. None of the friends, you know, he had one guy who came to see him that played cards with him, but he was a relatively new friend, only in the last 20 years or so. Everybody else had gone and he was ready because he, you know, all of his support had gone. So that to me, watching that starting to happen, you know, in my life is the worst part. And the best part, and I thought I was going to say, not giving a rat's ass. I think every day I get more comfortable with the idea of death.
Oh, and how's that?
Because everybody is leaving.
Yeah.
That makes me think about it more. I make that big, and I no longer get the heebie-jeebies, you know, get a little sweaty palm when I think about that. I'm much more relaxed.
So you have a good relationship with death. So you're saying before that you really had a little stress about
a lot of stress
death.
About it. Yeah. Huh. Well, you know, heaven, hell, all that, which I do not believe in. I don't believe in retribution because I don't think if there is a cognitive being somehow that took care of creating all of this, I don't think that being, that mind is paying minute attention to the comings and goings of the individual atoms around this. But I don't believe that that's the case. I believe there might be a power that exists.
Yeah.
But the more I think about it, we were someplace before we got here.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be familiar.
Yeah.
When we go.
I agree with you. I do believe we're on a continuum. And this book, Jonathan Livingston Seagull, if you ever read
sure,
that, right? So that's kind of like subscribe to that concept that we just keep coming back and we get better and we learn more. We do better.
Yeah. Well, Socrates and Plato, you know, they had the thing of the overcoat. The soul, was an overcoat that you just kept wrapping around, different bodies, karma and, reincarnation. Yeah. You can't create energy. You can't destroy it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's physics. that's a fact, Jack.
Yeah. Well, so I haven't really thought about having a better, I don't really think about death. I don't think death bothers me or stresses me, or it's just.
Well, you're a pathologist.
That's probably what it is. A pathologist. I'm also an avid hunter. I'm also it's just, I feel like there's this cycle that my life will be part of. I haven't really thought about it in much detail, actually.
Well, I started, I started dwelling on it in my 60s. And, and then in the 70s, I started to get more and more comfortable. And now in the last couple of years, I can talk to it a little bit in my head.
Yeah.
More easy. And that's the best part for me about not getting the.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now, I do. Not to get bring a little levity to it. If Piper's listening to this, she would say you should be worried about it because you don't have your affairs in order. You need to get your shit together.
Yes. But because it's not me who's going to have the problem when I go.
Right.
It's him. It's him sitting right over there. So I've got to leave him, color-coded instructions with little lines and arrows, But there are certain themes that all of these people said, and one, bodies and illness.
Yeah.
That it just comes tumbling.
Yeah. And I think we had more than one person say watching their parents get older.
Yes.
And that's something that actually that's been with my mom and her dementia and everything, that's been a very challenging journey. And I know a lot of people are on it. I can't tell you how often I meet somebody who's got a parent that has either starting the process or they've been through this process with their family member. And, it's such a common disease, but that rings true to me too. Thinking about watching your parents get older, taking care of your parents and
well, that's, that. You know what? That is what scares me. Not death, dementia. That to me is one of it's frightening. And so I'm, which is why I'm always asking about your mom. And I hope she's just, she's a humdinger of a woman.
She is. And, we're blessed that she's very joyful and, with her disease, she's a very happy person and just enjoys every minute and lives in every moment and smiles and embraces everybody she meets. And so that's pretty cool, silver lining to a bad, a sad disease for her. But yeah, so I definitely identify with those sentiments about people's parents and things like that.
Another thing that funny that no one that we talked to said anything about money.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as you age, the realities of making your funds last as long as you do, it is a real problem. Now you're still working, so but you're looking for that day when you retire and you think, can I live like that? And what happens? If you're not prepared, and I know that people talk to me about that, about never being able to retire.
Yeah.
And more people who are in their 40s and 50s, when I talk to them, are saying, no, I'll never be able to retire because Social Security won't be around or, anything, or I haven't put anything away. My company doesn't have a 401k or, for whatever reason, or because I live literally paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
And, I mean, because you're still working, do you think about it? Do you think about?
Yeah, I do. And I have a financial advisor, and I would encourage anyone listening to this to get a financial advisor. You can get them. There's lots of services. We can probably put some up on our website that might be
Let's do that.
helpful, that work on sliding scales or, whatever that will help anybody. And I think that's probably one of the best things I've done for myself in the last 5 years is get attached or, get a really, really good financial advisor. And we sit down and we look at the numbers, and she's like, if you can save this much money, you can retire at this age. And she shows me, and you'll have enough money till you're 100. Or if you do this, you have enough money till you're 55. Like, okay. But that for me, that I do think about a lot, because I want to do a lot of other things. We've talked about that when I finish doing the job I'm doing now. I have a lot of other ideas of things I want to do in my life. So I don't want to, I'm looking forward and planning for what's next.
Well, it won't be a swimming pool consultant.
All right. Don't be hating on my stock tank.
There are pictures on the web of Kelly and her new stock tank.
Listen, I might very well be a swimming pool consultant, because that investment in that stock tank is minimal.
That's
and
right.
It is the most wonderful cooling station in Nashville.
All right. By the way, speaking about money and free advice, if as you approach 50 or past that, you can join AARP, and they have a lot of resources for people that are absolutely free.
Yeah.
That you can go on and you can do the sliding scale. In other words, if I put this away, what will that do? And should I do this and should I do that? And, insurance and all that. So
yeah, that's pretty great to be able to kind of, plug it in and see if I do this, this is going to happen, or this is going to happen. Yeah.
What about children and grandchildren? Now, I don't have any children.
Yeah.
And boy, so many people are lucky not to have me as a mother. But you've got grandchildren.
Well, no, I think you'd be a great mother.
Oh, you got some grandchildren.
Yeah, 3 of them.
Ages? Well,
10,
they're
8,
young.
10, 8, and 3. They're this tall, this tall, this tall. They're 10, 8,
Her
3. hand
just went to her shoulder, her waist, and her knees. Remember, this is radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, to me, having that makes my planning easier versus like with you and I've had this conversation. It's like, well, you've generated some wealth accumulation. And so like, if you do not have a family member to pass that down to, what do you do with it? And how do you make sure it's, going where you want it to go and that kind of thing? So
yeah. And not leaving it but getting a will so that it doesn't go into probate, so it doesn't get decided by the state.
See, Piper's listening right now going, Kelly, get your shit together.
And when somebody, okay, this is not morbid. This is just actuality. My sister Lynn died last year, just about this time.
Unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly. And I haven't changed my will to acknowledge that fact yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's accounted for, but I got to go back and check. Cause if
Sue, get your shit together.
Get your shit together. Okay. Oh my God. Children, grandchildren, money. What other things are joints and body? What other things? The culture going by at breakneck speed. I cannot keep up with the culture at all.
You mean like the younger generation?
Like any generation, like pop culture. I feel totally removed from it. I can't play Jeopardy. Now, when they've got a category movies or music, I know no answers at all.
That's interesting. Like I agree with that, but I agree with it in the sense like, I don't get that. I don't know a lot of that, but I think like there's this whole other culture that you become exposed to as you get older that's even better than pop culture. It's people who are living their life that they don't give a shit anymore.
That's absolutely true. Okay. We were talking the other day at the bar about how long you wear an outfit.
I'm going to plead the fifth on this one. Okay. I'm not answering any questions about that, but go ahead.
Now that I'm 77, I don't have to worry about changing my outfit every day to go to work or even, I don't care if you saw me in this yesterday and the day before. It's 3 days and into the wash, 3 days and into the wash. And if there's a funeral in there, they're getting me in jeans because I'm not changing.
Good for you.
Oh my gosh. Look at that. Our handy dandy timepiece.
Yes.
It's telling us that we got to wrap this up.
Okay.
Now, tell me final thoughts on getting older ain't for wimps.
I love it. I just, if I could pick a time in my life that I would never want to repeat, it'd be high school.
Oh, yeah.
And early undergrad was okay, but like in that period where I was coming, like those were tough years. Yeah. And then like once you kind of realize yourself, like I think getting older, it just gets better and better and better. So I love it. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. High school was so stressful. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
And man, in your early 20s when you're trying to, wait a minute, I was a stone hippie. I didn't do anything. So anyway, no, but high school was hell,
yeah.
I just don't want to, you had to do things. You had to keep up. I don't have to keep up with anything.
That's right.
Except with you. And you're my mentor.
Oh my gosh. That's saying a lot.
Oh, okay. So things that are going to make a positive difference. Oh, wait a minute. First of all, we have to thank all of the people who told us what was best and worst.
Yeah.
And we've got the full interviews. They're all about 30 seconds long of people telling us what they are, but they're on the web and we'll have a link to that. And we'll also put them on our socials.
Yeah. Thanks everyone for doing that.
Be kind to your body when you're younger, be kind to your knees when you're younger, because they will come back to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
Said the woman with 2 new knees.
Yeah. And on the flip side of that is just go for it.
Yeah.
While you got good knees.
Yeah. Go for it. Oh my God. Now, would you like my other advice?
Sure, go ahead.
Eat an apple every day. Get to bed by 3. Take good care of yourself. You belong to me. See, I'm going to be singing every show.
I know we're going to get some feedback on that, but I did see this in the show notes, so I do have a question about that.
Sure.
Is that 3 p.m. or a.m.?
A.m. For me, like yesterday, especially, it was a little after 3, just when I got back. Anyway,
I think we can add in there. Think about get your shit together. Think about your retirement planning. Think about how you can save money. Think about look on the AARP website, and we'll put some links on our website to financial planners and help you get ready for those ages. Getting old so that you can enjoy.
Yeah,
your golden years.
Or mine golden. Thank you very much. And upcoming shows.
We got Silent No Longer. We're going to have Lynn Thomas for some more equine therapy stuff.
And I was going to ask you what you thought about a show called Where Everybody Knows Your Name, The Life of a Neighborhood Bar.
I love that idea. I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, so I'm
but
going to be working on that.
I think that's coming after the tattoo show.
Oh, that's right. I'm getting a tattoo.
You're getting a tattoo, and I think we got Shannon Way just signed on. She's a female tattoo and owns a shop, a female tattoo artist, and she can talk about
body art,
tattoo life.
All right. Tattoo Sue. FrontPorchAF.com. Please sign up or go visit us. We've got a lot of content there. Tons of content, the things you won't see.
Then we're posting our little videos on YouTube.
Yes, we are.
So you can get clips of them on the socials. But if you want to really listen to our conversations, check us out on YouTube.
Yes, we have the special, we have the videos and the audio of our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And until next time, when we gather on our front porch, grab a drink, and now we say this all together, and solve all the problems of the world. Let's hear from Jan.
Hi, my name is Jan, and I'm from Donaldson. I'm 45 years old. The best thing about getting older is that people take you seriously. The worst thing about getting older is that people take you seriously.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all.